Hey everyone, this is Nikki dxgirly. Welcome to my second channel, dxgirly Likes Toys, where I talk all about toys. Today I'm doing a different sort of video again, and I'm doing a tag that one of my friends here on YouTube and Monster High Arena made, and it's the doll collector's tag. So I thought that was really fun because I haven't seen a tag for this yet. And I thought that would be really cool to do on this channel. So she posted this tag late last night. If you hear my computer going off, I'm sorry. I have to look at my computer in order to do this tag. So yeah. Here, let me try to put it on mute. There we go. That shouldn't bother you now. So I am doing this tag because I thought it sounded like a lot of fun. She didn't tag me to do it, but she just made the tag and said whoever wanted to do it could do it. So I'm gonna do it. So yeah. Okay, so the first question is, how long have you been collecting? Now, I loved dolls as a little girl, and some of this is doll collector, and some of it has to do with toys in general too. But I mean, as an adult, I started, because there was a period I went through for a long time, probably from around the age of 12 until well into my 20s, where it was kind of, I was peer pressured not to collect toys or not to have anything to do with toys. I've always loved dolls and toys, but around, it was December, just after Christmas of 2011, I had just gotten married that October, and I was like, you know what? I really like some toys, so I think I'm going to start collecting them. So December 2011, I bought my first My Little Ponies as an adult, and I remember I found My Little Pony Arena online, and it was this whole forum full of people that loved My Little Ponies. And in that forum, they had a section, they still have that section, it's like a doll section of that forum that's actually, it's like an off-topic section where people talk about dolls. And in that section, people were going on and on and on about Monster High dolls. And I was like, what are these things? You know? And I remember I was like, I think I'm gonna get one. And I went to like 6 stores that were within a certain radius of my house at the time in Plymouth, and there was not a single Monster High doll on the shelf. This was during like the drought where the scalpers were buying up everything. So the only doll on the shelf was Skull Shore's Ghoulia, and so I bought her, and that started my doll collecting as an adult. The second question is, what do you collect? I collect a lot of things. I collect, if we're going to count toys, I collect My Little Pony, all 4 generations. I collect so many different blind bags and stuff, as you guys know if you watch this channel. I collect some Funko Pops. I collect Monster High dolls. I collect Ever After High dolls. I collect pull-ups. I collect some Disney Store dolls, like the Animators collection, and then there's like the regular basic fashion dolls. I collect some Barbies. I used to collect La-Di-Da dolls, but those have been since discontinued. I think I have some Novi Stars that have also been discontinued. I have one Bratzilla that's been discontinued. I think that's all my dolls. I think. Oh no, I have some Project MC Squared dolls. I have some Disney Descendants dolls, all of which you'll be seeing coming up on this channel, by the way, because I have a ton of them to open. And some, what are you called? some Star Darlings that I need to open. But yeah, I think that's everything. I think. I don't know. I have a Pinky Cooper over here, which is another discontinued line. They're like dog dolls. So yeah, I collect dolls that I think are cute. It doesn't really matter what line they're from. If I think it's cute, I will collect it and buy it. How many dolls do you have? Okay. I kind of can give you an answer on this one of how many dolls I have. On Monster High Arena, which is like a spin-off of My Little Pony Arena, where I actually spend the most of my internet time now. I have almost 7,000 posts there. There's a thread where you talk about how many dolls you have, and I've kept track of all of my Monster High, Ever After High dolls and pull-up dolls on there. I don't know everything else because this room is kind of a mess right now. You guys may have heard in other videos, but we're moving soon, which is why this is so empty back here. And I plan on, once we get into the new place and I set up my new toy room, counting everything and writing everything down and exactly what I have. So I can't tell you the dolls outside of Monster High, Ever After High, and Pull Up how many I have. It's a lot, but Monster High I currently have 38 of them. I used to have, I think, close to 300 of them, and I sold like a ton off. I've kind of went through purges of them before because I decided to stop. At one point I was collecting everything. Every single solitary Monster High release that came out, I bought it. And then I realized that wasn't making me happy, so I sold off a lot of them. And then I bought just the dolls I wanted, and then I realized I didn't really want them, so I sold off a bunch of them again. And I've whittled it down to 38 now. I buy Monster High every once in a while, but yeah. Ever After High, I currently have... Let's see, did I put the newest ones I put on here? I don't think so. No. Okay, so I currently have 161. I have a lot of them mint in box. I usually collect all the signatures mint in box. I also have doubles to redress of some of them, and I have almost every single release that they've made. So I have a lot of Ever After High dolls. And then pull-up, including like the mini pull-ups, which I have 2 of right now in my possession and 1 on the way. I have, including pull-ups, tangs, Isuls, dolls, and Buells. I have 44 of those. So I still haven't opened a lot of them, so but I hope to soon. Okay, so if you add all those up, it's around 250-ish, but again, I have a bunch that I haven't counted from other doll lines. So which of your collections are you the most proud of, and why? I'd probably say my Ever After High collection, because it's the closest to having a complete collection that I have, and I am a completionist at heart. I try not to be, but it makes my heart sore when I can get every single one of a certain line that's released. So I'd say my Ever After High collection. Which single doll cost you the most money? Relatively and literally. So I think that my relatively and literally doll are the most. So this is like relative to its actual retail price. So like a doll that's retails for something and then is sold in the secondary at a markup. And then a doll that like costs you literally the most amount of money. So I think mine is, that I currently have in my collection, is SD, you can't really see her there, she's in the shadow, but San Diego Comic-Con Cerise Wolf, I think was my most expensive, relatively and literally. I paid, I think it was $160 for her. Although she is tied with my most expensive doll, literally, because I did buy Taeyong Dodo in Steampunk for $160, and he's on his way right now. So, yeah. I haven't received him yet, but I did pay that much for him. So I guess they're both the top, literally. But she is the relative one, because I think she only retailed for $20 or $30 at San Diego Comic-Con. But those dolls are so hard to get at regular price unless you attend or you have a super good friend that's willing to just buy you them at regular price and then ship them to you, because that's impossible. Impossible for me. So, and I paid a stupid markup on her because I pre-ordered her and I shouldn't have. I should have waited till the con, and now she's going for a ton. So, yeah. Number 6 is, which doll line is your favorite to collect and why? Mine right now is pull-ups. If you don't know that, you haven't really been paying attention to my channel, because I am obsessed with pull-ups right now. I just think they're so adorable, they're so well made, and they're worth the money for me. Number 7, what made you want to collect dolls? Like I said, I loved dolls as a kid, and when I started collecting ponies, they were kind of my gateway drug into collecting dolls, because I thought, I'm collecting ponies, I can collect dolls too, right? So, yeah. Seeing other people loving their Monster High dolls on My Little Pony Arena made me want to own my own. What is your most wanted doll right now? Okay, so my most wanted doll right now is probably, I really want Pull-Up Banshee. I have the Isol Sith to open. I plan on doing a special like Halloween opening, but I really want to get Pull-Up Banshee to open around Halloween time for my toy channel. But she's really expensive right now, so I'm trying to find her cheaper somewhere, because she's not available on Pull-Up Style. She's not available on Groove's website, and so I might have to resort to eBay. I have a watch saved there, and I stock there on Amazon to see if she'll come up any cheaper, so I'm really hoping I can get her. But other than her, my most wanted doll is Pull-Up Corey, who is gorgeous, and for the longest time I said I wasn't going to collect pull-up dolls because they were just, I thought they were too expensive and I wasn't willing to spend the money on them. And I sat there and stared at pullupstyle.com all the time, and this doll, Pull-Up Corey, was in my cart for the longest time. But when I finally decided, you know what, I'm gonna buy one, yeah, she was gone. So, yeah, if I could ever find her secondhand, or if she magically comes back in stock, she's my most wanted. Which of your previously most wanted dolls do you have now? I'm going to say Alice Dujardin Mint Pull-Up. I wanted her for a long time too. After I saw that Corey was sold out, I put Alice Dujardin Mint in my cart instead. So she was my most wanted doll that I have. And then probably the SDCC dolls, San Diego Comic-Con dolls. I always wanted a lot of those, and now I have them. So, what is the most dolls you have gotten at once? Oh God. I buy the majority of my dolls online. So, in one box from one particular retailer, probably 6 or 7. But like if I am buying a bunch at once, coming off from all different places, I have no idea how many I ordered at once. But in one box from one place, 6 or 7. What is your least favorite doll? Okay. Oh gosh. You know who my least favorite doll is? Those basic Ever After High dolls. I haven't opened them yet. But, here, let me grab one. These dolls, I know you're like, Nikki, why'd you buy them if you don't like them? Because I'm still trying to be a completionist, but it hurts my heart to buy them. They have molded on leggings and no shoes, just molded feet. And they have no fabric top, just a little fabric skirt around them. Their hair is not even really in a bun, it's like a ponytail that's curled. Their arms and legs don't have any articulation. They make me mad and sad that Ever After High has gone that way. So those are my least favorite in my collection. Which of your dolls has the best story in your life and in theirs? I don't. Oh, he's not in my life anymore because I sold him. But, oh gosh, which Deuce release was he? I think he was he Scarus Deuce? Was there even a Scarus Deuce? There was a release of Deuce Gorgon from Monster High that, when Justice used to sell Monster High dolls, there was one in the same plaza when I worked at Walmart in Plymouth, Massachusetts, and I found him one night and he was a brand new doll and he was super hard to find, and I found some other dolls too, and I bought them, but then I got hungry and I realized I had spent my money that I needed for lunch on my lunch break on the dolls, and I was like, you know what, I'll get Deuce next time. And so I returned Deuce to buy a burrito. So, and then, of course, when I had money the next day, he was gone. So that doll is probably the one with the funniest story in my life. And I did end up getting him again, and then I sold him again when I sold off the majority of my Monster High collection, but he had the funniest story. And as far as their stories, I don't know, my Ever After High dolls, I guess the signature dolls have some neat stories. Like, if you haven't watched the Ever After High series, like the specials on Netflix, you should, because they're really enjoyable. So they have some nice stories behind them. What do you do with your dolls? I just collect them. Sometimes I'll redress them. I like taking pictures of them. I don't take the best pictures in the world of them, but I like taking pictures of them. I like setting them up. Sometimes I'll put them in little scenes, and I like having them, and I like sitting in my room with them all in it. They make me happy. So, number 14, are there any other collections that you want to start? I kind of want a BJD, but I don't at the same time, because there's, like, if you thought pull-ups were expensive, BJDs are, like, out of this world expensive, and they seem like a lot of work. They're very high maintenance, and that's something I'm not really willing to do right now with my dolls. So I kind of want to buy those. Otherwise, I mean, like, if I like a doll, I'll buy it. I'll start a new collection. It doesn't really faze me. So, number 15. Which of your dolls would you most like to be and why? Oh gosh. I think I would be Michelle Mermaid because I love the Little Mermaid story, and even though she didn't want to be a mermaid anymore, I would love to be a mermaid. So I would love to be able to swim underwater and be able to breathe under there and just explore and swim with the fishes and stuff. So I think that would be cool. Number 16, do people know that you collect dolls and toys? Yes, I am very open about it. If you are friends with me on my personal Facebook, which includes, like, I'm friends with people from all of my past jobs that I was friendly with, people I went to high school with, elementary school, middle school, everywhere. I post openly that I collect dolls. I post pictures of my dolls. I post pictures of my collection. I talk about dolls and stuff like that. So I am very open about collecting. Do I go out and tell people randomly, like go up to random people and be like, I collect dolls? No. But if it comes up in the situation, if someone is like say I went to a store and bought a doll and the cashier said, oh, who's this for? I'd probably say me. It doesn't really bother me. I'm very open about collecting toys too, because I have My Little Pony tattoos all on this arm, so it, like when I used to work, they were very visible and people would make comments on them all the time, so it came up a lot. So I'm very open about it. Number 17, does your family support your collection? Yes and no. I mean, none of them ever say bad things to me about them because they know it makes me happy. My mom says I probably shouldn't spend as much money on them, but I mean, she spends money on what she wants to spend money on, so if I don't want to spend mine on cigarettes and going out to eat, then why does it really matter? But none of them have ever bought me a doll before, but I did get My Little Ponies one year for Christmas. So, yeah. And, I mean, they all know. They know it makes me happy, so they don't argue with me about it. None of them collect, so it's nothing we can, like, bond over, but yeah. 18, what was your first doll toy collection that you can remember, and do you still have them? When I was a little girl, I had a ton of Barbies when we were little, like a ton. But I think the first doll that I can actually remember was my Pee Wee Herman doll, and that goes to show how old I am. If you even know who Pee Wee Herman is or was. But I had a Pee Wee Herman doll with a pull string on the back, so he said things. He's the first doll I can really remember. As far as toy I can remember, I used to love my, oh gosh, what's her name? She's one of the My Little Pony Flutter Ponies. I think Rose Dust? Yeah, Rose Dust. She was my favorite pony that I can remember. And do I still have them? No. When I was around 12 years old or so, I told my mom that I didn't want my toys anymore, and my sisters who were younger than me that actually didn't want theirs either, so she donated the majority of them to a preschool and threw away the ones that were just like mangled beyond repair. So yeah, I thought it was too cool for dolls and toys. I kind of succumbed to peer pressure, and I don't have the majority of them. I still have a couple of plushies that I kept. stuffed animals, as I used to call them, that I still have. One's actually back there. He's a stuffed tiger. And I have my Hush puppy from Lamb Chop's Play Along, who I sleep with, so I still have them. Number 19, which dolls started each of your collections? Oh gosh. I'm just going to answer this for my 3 main collections. Monster High was Skull Shore's Ghoulia, because she was literally the only doll I could find on the shelf. Ever After High was actually, I bought Signature Raven Queen, Signature Madeline Hatter, Signature Apple White, and Signature Briar Beauty. I bought all 4 of those from a Justice store when they were very first released, and they were exclusive to there. So I bought them all at the same time. And then my first pull-up, as you've seen in the review on this channel, was Alice Dujardin Mint. And yeah, so I'm not going to go over all the other ones because honestly I don't even remember. And number 20, what is your favorite place to shop for dolls? Online. I suffer from agoraphobia and a lot of anxiety, so I have a very, very hard time going into stores. So I do a lot of online shopping. Yeah, and there's certain things you can only get online. Like, I can't buy pull-up dolls in a store. There's no store near me that sells them. So I order all those online. I would say a good 85 to 90% of my dolls are bought online, maybe even more. So yeah, my favorite place is definitely online. So that was the 20 questions for the doll collector tag. This video is long. I hope you made it all the way through. I'm sorry if I got a little off topic or whatever, but yeah. Excuse me. So yeah, that was this tag. I'm gonna put a link to xCanadensis. I can't even never say your name right, hun, but you know. I'm gonna leave a link to her channel down below and all the questions in this tag in case you want to do it. I'm going to tag, if you happen to watch this far in the video, I have a couple of doll collector friends, so I'm gonna tag Linda from Crazy Experiences, and who else? Zubbie, if you want to do this and you watch this, I know your channel doesn't focus on dolls, but I think you collect dolls. And I'm going to tag Sunny's Toys if you happen to want to do this. Go ahead and do it. So I'll tag those 3 people. I'm going to leave your name in the description box down below so people can find your channels even if you don't want to do the tag. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and found it interesting. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!